Okay, that's cool. I was looking, most of them sold their catalog. It looks like John McVie is the only person who's retained his catalog publishing stakes without a sale, but everybody else has like mega sales have sold. I think it says that Lindsay sold 100% of his catalog, 161 songs, and Christine 115. Stevie Nicks sold 80% majority stake of her songwriting publishing.
Wow. But still held on to 20. That's a nice little retirement plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially with rumors.
For the amount that I'm sure that they got a pretty good amount for 80% of her publishing for something like Rumors. I'm sure you're getting a pretty penny for that too.
For sure. Yeah.
Every year. Year after year, top 30 in the 200. Fuck, that's nuts.
That's
fucking nuts, bro. Hey everyone, welcome back to His Reactions. Got myself, Rick, Karina, who's currently doing research right now, and Robert. And we are here on part 3 of our tour of Fleetwood and Stevie Nicks. And we've landed on Stevie Nicks's solo album, Belladonna. And we are going to be listening to one of the songs from that. Like I said, this is just the intro. After this, we're going to start going in chronological order, kind of showing Robert some different parts of Fleetwood. And then we're going to get into Rumors, and then all bets are off after that. With that being said, we have a while till we get into Stevie Nicks, but we wanted to give you a preview of it. You will know this song when you hear it. Maybe not this exact song, but you will hear it, know it from the samples that you've heard.
I like samples like Costco,
fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, they're the best. Like, let me get 3 of them. You can only have one, sir. Come back. Anyways, with all of that being said, Stevie Nicks at this point has taken a sabbatical from Fleetwood. They've taken a break, and they put out an album in 1979. In 1981, she releases this album, Belladonna, and this is one of the singles off of it. It's called Edge of 17. As far as production, who?
So Edge of 17 was actually produced by Jimmy Iovine, with additional mixing by Don Smith and mastering by Stephen Markison. So, yeah.
Got it. Wow. Okay,
and this is her first solo album. So yeah, at this point, she knew Jimmy Iovine, and he actually produced this song. So.
All right. Do we know if her and Lindsay are broken up at this point?
Oh yes. I believe her and Jimmy are dating at this point.
Yes. Yeah.
Got it. But technically, the band isn't broken up. There's nobody's came out and said like, "F this band, we've walked away." They just haven't. But they put out an album 2 years before this?
2 years before this, and they'll put one out 2 years after this.
Yeah.
And everybody Lindsay puts out a solo album.
Yeah, a few of them try to do a solo kind of thing.
Stevie does one. I think Christine tries to do one. I'm not 100% sure because I didn't follow everybody else. I know Stevie. So, yeah. But out of all of them, Stevie Nicks is the most well-known independently. Yes. I will say that. Yeah. I would say Lindsay's the second most, probably followed by Christy. Yeah. Or Christine, however you want to say it. But this is actually, this whole album holds a very special place in nostalgia for me because when I was growing up about 9-10 years old, my dad had a pickup truck and it had a cassette player, and he had 4 different cassettes in there that I could shuffle through to listen to outside of the radio. And the 4 cassettes he had were Foreigner, Sammy Hagar, Fleetwood Mac, and Stevie Nicks' Belladonna. Yep. So I grew up on this album, and I know this album front to back like the back of my hand.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is going to make a playlist, but I know other songs they did inspired will make playlists. I'll put it that way.
That's fair. Okay. I like that. I like that a lot.
Do you have any context you want to add before we dive into this?
I mean, I think, just a couple of things really quick. First of all, I always love just like the origin story of the title for this song. And this is a story that Stevie has told many times. But apparently she was talking to this woman named Jane, and she had a Southern accent. And Jane was trying to say at the age of 17, but because of her Southern accent, Stevie thought she was saying at the edge of 17. And she just thought it was like a really cool way to like phrase that like age of 17 kind of thing. And so that's how we got like one of Stevie's and this is like one of her most iconic songs in her entire discography. And
it's what made her a legend.
Yeah. And quite possibly in just like, the rock genre, especially of that era. So it's just really funny to know that the whole title of it like came from Stevie mishearing someone. Wrong. Yeah, exactly.
That's great.
But I think one of the biggest things that I like context wise that I want to give you going into this is that like a lot of the time, like when people go into this, especially with the title being Edge of 17 / Age of 17, people think it's a song about being 17 and like, or like romance or a coming of age type song. And even some of the lyrics could potentially mislead you to think that if you go in like with that preconceived notion. This song is not about that. There was a lot of things going on around Stevie's life at that time. The two biggest things was there were two very large deaths around her life that really affected her. The first one was John Lennon getting murdered in December 1980. Stevie was very deeply affected by this news. And then around the same time period, her uncle that she was very close with, his name was Jonathan. He died like completely unexpectedly. And she is known to have said that like these events kind of intertwined to become this song in a very like emotional kind of way. And so the song is a little like, it's more about like confronting like grief and death and, like just bad things that are going on and trying to kind of get through them. So I really am glad that we're doing this one. And I'm glad we did Landslide first, because for me, it's kind of like, in Landslide, she's talking about, making it through can I make it through the seasons and all this stuff. And this is years later after she's been put to the test through all of these seasons, all of these, breakups and addiction and death and all these things. And you can kind of see a lot of kind of contrasting, things in this song to Landslide. So I think this is going to actually be really fun.
So I do want to add a little bit more to what you were saying as far as the title, Age of 17, Edge of 17. The person she was talking to was Jane Benyo. And Jane Benyo was telling her the story about how she met Tom Petty.
That's right.
And the reason that they're talking about Tom Petty is because Tom Petty and Stevie Nicks were working together writing a song, and she wrote something, gave it to him, and he had wrote something and gave it to her. And it became one of the bigger hits off her albums called Stop Dragging My Heart Around, which features Stevie Nicks and Tom Petty. So it's kind of like a full circle. You can see they're in the studio. They're talking about Tom Petty. She says, Age of 17, accidentally, it's misunderstood as Edge of 17.
Yeah.
And then a whole song gets written about it.
Yeah.
That's great. And I'm glad that you preface it with that, because I thought this was a song about her turning 18.
Nope.
Nope, not at all.
Nope, not at all. So with that being said, this is going to be very tailor-coded to me, because the song itself without the lyrics is very different than what the lyrics are talking about, in my opinion. It's very much pumped up kicks.
Yes. And it is a very poetic, like double entendre type song. So, just kind of remember that as you're going through with like some of the lyrics, there's going to be like certain like references and stuff that, like she's saying, but that's not what she's talking about. She's referring to something else, So anyway, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right.
Let's do it. Are you ready? Oh yeah, that's Destiny's Shout.
What?
That's Destiny's Shout right off the back.
Right on top, right? Like I knew you were gonna know this shit as soon as we hit play.
That's crazy. Wow. Yeah. Okay.
So like,
and that's
Jimmy
that's
Iovine.
Funny because I never knew that came from somewhere else either.
Yep.
So Stevie Nicks and Jimmy Iovine.
Jimmy Iovine, of course. Which once again, that's why I say it's so great to know that she has ties to that, because there's so much more that comes from him, and like things like this, like that are tied all the way. Like that's exactly like there's just this big tree that grows from there, and that's crazy. And it seems like she is one of those people that was on the ground level of all of these things building up.
So low-key, real quick before we hit play again, Karina, we were talking about records on the wall, and she's like, just put up put up Taylor because it matches Stevie Nicks so well. I was like, all right, that makes sense, but I kind of want to put up hip-hop. And she's like, but it doesn't make sense. I was like, it does, because singer-songwriters and like Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine and Tupac and fucking Eminem.
I didn't say it didn't make sense.
And Kendrick Lamar, they're all signed to Interscope, which is owned by Jimmy Iovine. It kind of makes sense.
I didn't say it didn't make sense. I said, oh, so all of our albums? And then you were like, no, not all of them. And then you just decided to put Taylor stuff up. There was literally zero discussion.
Because at the end of the day, it's happy wife, happy life.
I don't care. Oh my God.
That man's smart man. So I will say, though, that also means that technically we could say that Stevie Nicks is responsible for the Drake and Kendrick beef.
Yes, exactly. 100%.
Yeah,
she is actually at fault.
Yeah, absolutely. For sure.
It happened because of her.
Literally a direct line from Stevie Nicks,
It's an invisible string. It's a chain.
It's the chain. We figured it out, bro. We figured it out, bro.
And
look at that. Look at that. I just started on this.
It goes all the way back to the Illuminati.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
That's how they get you, bro.
That's how they get you right there, bro. Freemasons and whatnot.
Oh my God.
All right, here we go.
That's crazy.
Just like the white-winged dove sings a song, sounds like she's singing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Just like the white-winged dove sings a song, sounds like she's singing. Ooh, baby, ooh, say ooh. And the days go by like a strand in the wind, in the web that is blown. I begin again. Said to my friend, baby, nothing else mattered. He was no more than a baby then. Well, he seemed broken hearted, something within him. But the moment that I first lay eyes on him, all alone on the edge of 17. Just like the white-winged dove sings a song, sounds like she's singing. Ooh, baby, ooh, said ooh. Just like the white-winged dove sings a song, sounds like she's singing. Said ooh, baby, ooh, said ooh. Well, I went today, maybe I will go again tomorrow. Yeah, well, the music there, well, it was hauntingly familiar. Well, I see you do it, what I tried to do for me. Well, there was some poetry, was some fire and a melody, and nothing else mattered. Just like the white-winged dove sings a song, sounds like she's singing. Ooh, baby, ooh, say ooh.
All right, what do you think so far?
I think she is. I could definitely tell why Taylor likes her so much, and I definitely feel like she was a big influence on Taylor. Just her songwriting skills itself is just that she's pretty amazing, bro. Like she's really dope. And honestly, I'm completely surprised because obviously I've only listened to a couple of songs at this point, but this is completely different from the kind of more folk type music that she was doing. Exactly, yeah, completely different from Landslide. This, of course, is a much more upbeat and upper pace, but once again, kind of akin to Taylor. And even with that switch up, she's really good at writing to it and writing that writing the beat. And kind of, I don't know if this is the thing of kind of like the questions that I asked with Taylor a lot. If this is a thing of that she wrote the song and then they built the beat around it, or if she had the beat first and wrote the song around it, because the way that she's writing this beat is like it was built perfectly for this, you know? So I think that it's pretty dope, and I definitely have heard this song before. Now listen to this song, and when I say I've heard this song, I mean like I was probably at a dive bar and like it came on the jukebox. And I was probably like 4 shots in, and you know, so like you know, I definitely have never heard the words to it. I guess I will say though, I am trying to determine if this is a love song or if this is a song about like her performing and being like this performer, like this white-winged dove who like sings, because she had a part in there that was saying like, I don't know if she was saying she didn't want to be like the people who they like try to put on stage with like a choir and like backup singers or whatever the case may be. So I'm still trying to figure it out, but I definitely do like this. I really like the switch up to it. And you can tell from here that she is something special for sure. Just the way that this whole thing is broken down. You can definitely tell that she's something special.
And her voice is so fucking unique. That raspy, and then she can go into the smooth lower register. It's just something about Stevie. And once again, I recommend listening to like the actual original remastered version where you can hear it a little bit clearer than what we're hearing through secondhand recordings on YouTube. But it's well worth the time on it. We're going to go ahead and hit play again.
Perfect. Yeah.
Just like the white winged dove sings a song, sounds like she's singing. Ooh, baby, ooh, say ooh. The clouds never expected when it rains, but the sea changes color, but the sea does not change.
That's crazy. Those are crazy lyrics.
So with the slow, graceful flow of age, I went forth with an angel desire to please on the edge of 17.
All right. I'm going to stop before we get into the bridge and everything else. I'm going to just kind of go back to back. Like the bars in that are so
good.
Good.
Yeah.
Crazy, bro.
Like, where is it?
The one before this.
Right here. The clouds.
Yes.
The clouds never expect it when it rains, but the sea changes color, but the sea does not change. And you're like, God damn you, Stevie.
Yeah.
That's.
And again,
I
it's
can
just
see where Taylor gets it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just such like a beautiful imagery. Again, you know, especially if you look at this from the viewpoint of, you know, her talking about grief and loss and death, you know, the white dove, you know, which is kind of like the symbol for, you know, like spiritual and like, you know, like people that you love carrying on, moving on with you, you know, and then the clouds never expect when it rains. Like you don't plan for tragedy. You don't plan to lose these people, you know, and the sea's going to change color, but it's not going to change. Like you got to keep going. You have to, you know, life keeps moving on.
I love that line.
It's just so beautiful the way she put this together, and just the way the lyrics that she wrote to just really symbolize all of this is just, it's so good.
So the line that it instantly makes me think of, but the sea changes color, but the sea does not change, is when you lose someone, your world stops spinning.
Yeah.
But nobody else's does.
No.
Yeah.
The world keeps going. Yeah. Yours just stops.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But it's just, it's such a beautiful song. And then obviously so with the slow, graceful flow of age, I went forth with an age-old desire to please on the edge of 17.
That's crazy. Oh, I love that line so much. Oh,
it's just well played. It's very, you see where Taylor gets her inspiration from. And, you know, it's cool to see how the music that at this point is 45 years old is still influencing musicians to this day.
Yeah. And I with figuring out, just as you kind of said, it's kind of one of those pumped up kicks where we've referenced a few songs before. It is definitely one of those things so where you start listening and figuring out what the song is about, but the vibe to it gives you a completely different feel. Because of course with this makes me feel like the song itself makes me feel like Scarface. It makes me feel like, think about like the 70s where those people go and take a bathroom break and then you come back out and you got your suit on and the lights are on and you're just like, like it's just like a really good feeling to it. So, but it's definitely one of those things, and it's crazy because either way it goes, if you listen to the lyrics and you really dive into it, it is a deep song lyrically. But if you just vibe out to the song itself, it's just a really good song to vibe out to. So for her to be able to take both of those and put it together in that way is pretty dope. And I love that once again that this is showing a huge range for her. I didn't expect this coming from Landslide to where this one is at.
Yeah.
Oh, you sweet summer child.
Oh, there's song. She is impeccable. You're gonna get a nice variation.
I'm just gonna quote something. She stares down a man middle of live performance 20 years later and goes, how does it go? Basically saying my words and my love will haunt you, the memory of them.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy's got to sit there and play guitar.
Yeah.
It's the most wild shit I've ever seen, and I can't wait for you to really dive into this. And based on how this is kind of going, I think we probably will dive into at least rumors at bare minimum.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's finish out this song.
I like it.
Just like the white-winged dove sings a song, sounds like she's singing. Ooh, baby, ooh, dead ooh. Just like the white-winged dove sings a song, sounds like she's singing. Ooh, baby, ooh, dead ooh. Well, then suddenly there was no one left standing in the hall. Yeah, with hands up to your left. No one really ever heard her fall at all. Well, I ran up and forward and to her, staring down the hall, but not to find an answer, just to hear the call of a night bird singing, come away, come away, come away. Just like the white-winged dove sings a song, sounds like she's singing. Ooh, baby, ooh, yeah, ooh. Just like the white-winged dove sings a song, sounds like she's singing. Ooh, baby, ooh, yeah, ooh. Well, I hear you in the morning, and I hear you at nightfall. And sometimes to be near you is to be unable to feel you, my love. I'm a few years older than you. I'm a few years older than you. Just like the white-winged dove sings a song, sounds like she's singing. Ooh, baby, ooh, said ooh. Just like the white-winged dove sings a song, sounds like she's singing. Ooh, baby, ooh, said ooh.
All right, so that is Edge of 17 by Stevie Nicks.
Yeah.
What are your impressions, Robert?
I'm very impressed by it. I think it's great to know that Jimmy Iovine produced this. That's pretty interesting. But yeah, once again, I think that the most impressive thing for this, or for me for this, is Stevie Nicks' ability to be able to write a song like Landslide and then also be able to write a song like this. And once again, it definitely gives me that Taylor feel. It gives me that feel of having an idea of something that you're focused on writing, but still being able to make it into something that's so lovable and something that you can still kind of like bob your head to and tap your foot to, and still kind of give you that feel to it. So I think that's a very special talent. I don't think that's something that a lot of people can do. So I think that's a big thing. But yeah, I think that this is a great song. Just the whole feel to it. I do definitely recognize the samples that is used, and I feel like there's so many more songs that I just can't even think of off the top of my head that the feeling of it came directly from there. So once again, even with that, it's one of those things to think of that this was created in the 80s when this came out, 81 that you said that this came out. It seems like it was groundbreaking, and it seems like she just seems like she's really amazing. At this point, it definitely seems like I don't know exactly how the world felt about her at this point, but at this point definitely seems like to me like this is her breakup. This is like her saying, like, this is her showing like, hey, this is, me, like I can do this type of thing.
This is her becoming a bigger star than Fleetwood Mac at the time. What it is.
Yeah. That would make that perfect. Yeah, that's what it seems like.
Now, while Rumors is an all-time great album, right? Stevie Nicks is an all-time great artist.
Yes.
This song alone has over 600 million plays on Spotify, which means if it went on Spotify when Spotify first started in 2008, 27 years after it released, it's accumulated 600 million more listens since then.
Yeah.
That's fucking wild.
That's crazy, yeah. And this is just her by herself, so it's not even like it's Fleetwood Mac. This is literally just
And this is not the biggest song she released from that album.
Mm-hmm. No,
Really?
it wasn't.
No, I don't have my phone with me right now because I tossed it because it's annoying me. But there are a few more on there. There's one called Leather and Lace that's really big. There's Stop Dragging My Heart Around with Tom Petty, which I'm thinking is the biggest one she's got. And I would assume that's around. But she's a star, by herself.
For
also,
sure,
just a fun little fact because it was in my brain, so I had to look it up really quick. But this album, the album that this song comes from, Belladonna, it was released on July 27th, 1981. And Beyonce was born on September 4th, 1981. So she grew up with this song. And it just kind of makes that, you know what I mean? Makes it make a little bit more sense. Like when you hear like where people get their, their inspiration and their like samples and stuff from, like, she probably grew up hearing that song all the time because it was so massive, you know what I mean? And it's been since then. So anyway, I just thought that was fun. I was like, wait a minute, when was she born?
Well, and it's a timeless song, right? Like the actual instrumental, the music itself is timeless. Like it could be played at any point and made relevant or up to date just because it's so good. It's like The Chain, right? The Chain is still relevant 40, 50 years later.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's just really cool to see. I'm excited for you to go on the rest of this journey. Yeah. I guess the overall question is, does this make a playlist or not?
That's, that's very interesting. I feel like I could put this onto a gym playlist though, which is crazy because once again though, it does have that more like up tempo feel. I don't know if I would really listen to the lyrics too much of it during that, but it definitely kind of gives me that feel and that vibe to it. So I could probably slide it into the gym playlist, kind of slide it in there between a couple of other.
Don't fuck with me. I'm gonna be real with you. I grew up on this shit. It's gonna be, if you hear this, it's going to be when you're at a dive bar again, and you're going to then know it, and you're going to be able to tell the person next to you at the dive bar, like, do you know about this song?
Hey, here's the thing about it, bro, is that you know me very well because once I listened to it, I was like, I do feel really good that I do now know this song. And so if I do hear it, I will. That's exactly what I would be able to do. I'd be like, you know what this is? Oh, yeah, Stevie Nicks. Yeah, this came out in 81. So
it was like her way of breaking out as a star for Fleetwood.
Really different than, other things she did before. You ever heard Landslide? Yeah.
No, that's great. I love it.
Like I said, dude, I think you're going to enjoy this, especially as we get into rumors. We've got a couple more songs we're going to show you from the self-titled album from Fleetwood Mac. One of them's called Monday Morning, and then Rhiannon, or Rhiannon, however you want to say it. And then we'll jump into rumors, and that's probably going to be a full album breakdown because it's just, there's no skips.
On the rumors album. I'm very excited about that, especially I'm also very interested to see her journey and her growth. But I am looking forward to hearing all of them together and, how well they work together. And also breaking down, I still don't know the name of that song, and I don't know what they even say in that song, but it's the, I think we've kind of went over that, but it's the song that the guy got famous on where he was riding on the skateboard, drinking like Tropicana or something. You guys know what song I'm talking about?
Yep. That's Dreams.
Oh, Dreams. Yeah.
Oh, got it. Is that what it's called? You know what? I think that is what it's called. Yes. I know that song. I've heard that song. I have absolutely no clue what it's about. I have absolutely no clue that it was called Dreams, and I am kind of excited about breaking that song down just because I kind of know the bass of it and the beat of it. But I have no clue anything about that song.
Is it on Rumors though? I don't think it is.
I don't even
I think
know
it's one of the. I want to say it's from the one from '89.
Let me see.
Really? So one of the later albums.
Yeah, if I remember correctly,
is that like not one of their biggest songs?
It probably is, honestly.
Dreams.
It's Rumors 77.
Dreams is 77, so yeah, it's on the Rumors album.
So then that is their biggest song. I think that is their biggest song. Go to Spotify real quick, just to Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah, really quick.
Yeah, because I'm almost positive it is their biggest song, honestly.
That's the one song that I know that I have heard.
2.77.
Yeah, it's almost 3 billion by itself. Yeah. So these three songs that we just listened to in this recording, you guys are seeing them over 3 weeks or so. It had about 3.6 billion combined.
But Dreams has nearly 3 billion just by itself.
Yeah. So
it's definitely it's their most played. It's their number one on Spotify is Dreams. So we'll definitely be doing that one when we do Rumors. It's going to be fun, and you're going to enjoy that album. It is all very much like Dreams. Like, you're going to very much enjoy the vibe of that album. If you like Dreams, you're going to like Rumors. So
that's what I was going to say. I'm kind of excited to, once again, because even with Dreams, I only thing I know is like I wouldn't even say like the instrumental of it. I just know
like the chorus part of it.
Exactly. And I have no clue what they say about it. Yeah. That's exactly what it is. I know more of the vibe of that song than anything else. So with that, I am excited on really kind of getting a feel of who they are. In their vibes building up into that song and kind of, because I'm sure once we get to that, then it'll really give me an idea of that song and who they are and, that song in itself. But I think that's literally probably the only song that I even know attached to them. Well, now I know a couple more.
It's good, though, because that song is synonymous for their vibe and their kind of sound, especially throughout Rumors.
Yeah.
It varies in emotional level and type of tempo and type of song they go at. Like, some of them are more folk-based, some of them are not. But dude, you're going to love it. And I can't wait to show you some of these because we're going to have to show you the live performance. Yeah. And the live performances are just something else. But before we dive any deeper, let's wrap this up.
Yeah.
Let's save the rest for next week. But for myself, Rick, Karina, and Robert, make sure you guys go check out our Discord. Yes. Go check out our Spotify playlist where this will be added in there. And then also follow us on Instagram, everywhere else, Patreon, because there's going to be quite a few episodes of this journey that will only be on Patreon. Probably about half of them, honestly.
So go, exactly.
So you don't want to miss it. But like I said, for all of us here at Hayes Reactions, and even Katie, who isn't here, we love you guys, and we hope you guys have a great night. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.